I don't know. It was a hell of an effort, and if he just scored, you got to just tip your hat.
Oh yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Fortune was in a good defensive position, and George Campbell went right by him and got a shot off. I don't think that should happen. Right?
I don't know. You see a lot of guys cut across the top of the box, and they usually get the shot off. You know? I don't know. And from that 20
Campbell against Fortune?
From that 25-yard spot out when you're cutting in an angle, like you don't see somebody
come close.
You don't see people get their foot to it very often in any game like that. I don't think. They usually end up shooting in the stands. Or it goes whizzing by.
Or at least you're really close enough where you make it more difficult for him. Yeah. He was not close enough. He had he really got a chance to like lean into it, whatever. All right. So we can talk about that. Goes us right to the U.S. national team game. People are just trashing Miles Robinson.
Oh, really?
Right? Yeah, because 2 handballs.
Oh, yeah.
Right? But I mean,
well, that one was pretty dumb.
Which one was dumb?
The one where he's
first one
punching at it. That one.
No, I disagree. Okay. I'm going to argue with that. That actually, you know what that was?
Him throwing his hand
no
necessarily towards the ball.
No.
Yeah.
No. You know what that was? I don't. Who was the Canadian player?
He's trying to punch him because he's Canadian.
No.
I don't know. You tell me.
So the ball was bouncing. It was coming down. And the Canadian player went to trap it, right? He completely whiffed on the trap. It was one of the worst attempts I have ever seen to trap the ball. So what happened was he whiffed on the trap. It hit the ground and bounced up. And Miles was expecting him to trap it. He was going to tackle low, and the ball came up high because the guy totally missed the ball. Yeah. I mean, that is just...
Yeah. Okay. I'll have to go back and look
at that. Like, that's a professional player. I mean, he went to trap the ball and he missed it completely.
Because to be fair, like the only thing I was I wasn't listening to the commentary. Yeah. All I saw was the replay. Like, it's like slow motion.
Well, he was just coming in like this because he was going low for the ball and the ball was suddenly up here. It should never have been up there. The guy's supposed to trap the ball.
Yeah.
How do you expect that? Okay, so that's the second one. What do you feel about the first one?
That one's not in my memory as well.
So in the first one, it was headed and it skimmed off his arm. He was sort of like, he went to try to challenge. He wasn't even close to challenging, and he was up like that.
I hate those ones. Like, that's a natural position when you get a challenge for that.
I agree.
Wait, was that the one that was overturned? Like,
no, they didn't call it.
They didn't call it. Got it. Yeah.
It wasn't a penalty kick on that, but the people are saying, "Oh, he got away with one," right?
They said he was pushed, which isn't that what?
They said the other guy got pushed before they bailed him out. The referee was good in that case. So by the letter of the law, right, the way they've been enforcing it now, that would have been a penalty kick for sure. It's the stupid, it hit him. His arm was in an unnatural position. That's a penalty kick, right?
Right.
But the referee didn't want to give a penalty kick because he's like, that would have been a really soft penalty kick. So he's looking at the play and he's like, oh, right in front of Robinson, one of the Canadian players just shoved one of our defenders. And he was like, oh, push prior to the handball. That's what he called.
Got it.
So that's how he got bailed out of. So I think that's good refereeing. But here's my take.
All right.
Right? I'm going to call for it once again. We need to have option number 3. Right? Because we need to have, it can't just be penalty kick or no penalty kick. There needs to be a thing where it's not really a goal scoring opportunity. Yes, it is a handball. Maybe it's even an unnatural, but it wasn't going towards the goal. Right. It wasn't changing an opportunity. You don't want to be like giving them people like, okay, go ahead and do that. Yeah. But you also don't want to give it a penalty kick. There has to be something in between. Yeah. And the natural solution to it is, there's a third option. If it's not egregiously physical or if it's not really denying any kind of chance for scoring, then the referee would have the discretion to give you a free kick anywhere within 10 yards of the semicircle on the 18, anywhere.
I would say, right on the semicircle anywhere.
Well, so the semicircle comes to the top of the 18, right? Because that's drawn, for people who don't know. It's drawn because that's actually a 10-yard circle from the penalty spot. So that keeps you 10 yards away from the penalty spot on a penalty kick. That's the reason why it's there. So if you take that natural arc and you say 10 yards out from that a natural arc, you can take it anywhere in there. You can put it on the arc. You can put it 10 yards behind the arc if you want more room. You can go anywhere.
Which is right where Almada had his
because that's where most of the players love to shoot from. Most of them like it much more like maybe 5 to 8 yards outside of that little arc.
Yeah.
A little bit left, right. Some like it center. Give it to them wherever they want it. If you got a guy's good, that's a good chance.
Oh no, I'm saying that you should have to put it on the arc itself somewhere.
It's too close.
I know, which just makes it more difficult.
No, I want to give an even better chance.
No, I don't, because
it's in the box. You're taking it back out. There got to be some
for like those weird handballs. I don't know.
Weird handball. You can even be like, okay, get your hand down. And you're going to give up a good free kick. Then you still got to convert it from anywhere there.
Okay.
Better than a PK.
I'm not totally against
it's better than a PK.
I'm not totally against that.
But anyway, the third way, we should like write a blog or a op-ed or something.
That would be a cool MLS weird rule if they were the first to test that.
to test it.
Ooh.
Let's have a third way. We got to give referees a little bit of an out. Because he was looking for an out on that. And he should have been, because it would have been a really soft penalty. They gave him a penalty kick, even the second one, when they didn't have a shot on goal.
How sweet would that rule been with Almada this year?
Yeah, well, if you have a great free kicker, then that actually helps. And it adds to the excitement of it. You earn a really cool free kick goal rather than just a penalty kick goal. You're like, okay. And it would take away from, how many of these people get called like penalty merchants, right? Because most of their goals are penalty kicks. We wouldn't have that many because a lot of those in-between decisions would be free kicks, not penalty kicks. It would only be the really clearly denying that would be a penalty kick. Yeah. It would probably go at least half and half of what they're giving now. The penalty kicks would now, half would be free kicks. And it might even be 2/3. It might only be a third penalty kicks.
That's true.
I like it. All right. We have Women's World Cup that we could talk about. The
Leagues Cup.
The Leagues Cup. We got
which are starting basically on the same time.
We just talked a little Gold Cup with the handball stuff, but we just made it through to the semifinals. Who are we playing in the semis? Is that undecided?
Panama.
Oh, okay.
So who did Panama beat?
Great question.
Panama beat
Guatemala, Qatar.
There's always a guest country.
That always confuses me. I'm like,
they're not in CONCACAF, people.
So do you think
there's always a guest team?
Do you think who's Mexico playing?
Mexico beat Costa Rica.
Oh, they did. So
yes.
They're through. Okay.
So the remaining teams is us and Panama on the other side, and it's Mexico and Jamaica. That's correct.
So Jamaica beat Guatemala. Who did they play?
Yeah, Guatemala or Honduras?
Guatemala.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Right now, it looks like Jamaica going to beat Mexico. Mexico is. Mexico lost to Qatar.
I saw that. Yeah.
Did they really?
Yes.
Oh,
yes, they did with their top team.
Dude, did you watch the Haiti game that they played? Dude, Haiti had like sitters.
Yeah.
Like Haiti was so confused. They had like 3 people in the box
like,
that could have scored. They were like, who are we playing? What's going on? There was like no Mexico. I mean, it was, and then they just whiffed it. I was like, Haiti should have crushed Mexico in that game.
Yeah.
I mean, they had like 3 of those type of weird opportunities where like Mexico just accidentally passed it to a Haitian player like in the box by himself. And you're like, dude, you got to finish that.
Right.
Oh, Dave's refilling us. Good man.
Yes. Let's see. I know you mentioned a lot of stuff that we can talk about. Are we done with the U.S. though? Do we need to finish that?
Now, why don't you talk some U.S. women's? What are your expectations for the World Cup?
Y'all know that I am not excited about the U.S.'s chances.
Tell me more. Why is that?
Why not? They are the Vegas favorites.
Are they really?
Still, yeah.
Seriously?
Yep, they are the favorites.
And I guess they're the number 1 team in the world still, right?
Yep, still the number 1 team in the world.
They just haven't looked that great. I think since Mallory Pugh went down.
Yes, she was balling.
She was so good, and she was really where most of our goals came from. And so when she went down, I just feel like we haven't really had a goal scorer.
Okay.
We haven't been able, and I don't even know, like I feel like especially against some of the better teams, we've just had really nothing going on.
Now is Mallory Pugh
I'm sorry, what's her name now?
Swanson. Is she
Yes.
married to Dansby
She is married to
Swanson, the
Dansby
former
Swanson.
Atlanta Braves? Yes.
She is.
And he moved to Chicago.
He's not former, right? Is he still with?
No, he's
Chicago.
former. He
He's a
moved to
Cub.
Chicago
Oh.
Yeah.
because he
Cubs.
wanted to be with his wife,
Oh wow.
who is in the NWSL.
I know.
Ah,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
All right. This is news for you guys, Atlanta Braves fans. You're like, why did Swanson just up and leave us? He left for his wife, people, because she was playing for Chicago,
Yep.
and he wanted to be with her. Yeah.
And now she just follows him around since she can't play.
She's
It's
hurt.
quite sad.
She was the best player coming into this tournament, and before she tore her ACL.
She was in such great form. 'Cause in
Yeah,
the last
she
World
was
Cup,
lighting
she
it
was
up.
on the team but didn't really play.
Yeah.
So I was really actually excited for her, just how good she had been playing, and she was in a good space, like had everything. And then, that was
Everything.
heartbreaking. But yeah, we just don't. I don't. And besides that, I don't think we have good coaching. I think if we're tight with the team, we are going to get out coached.
So the first game is on a Friday, the 21st against Vietnam.
Yep.
That's right.
9:30 kickoff.
Yeah, because it's all from Australia, New Zealand, right? We
Yeah.
in New Zealand or Australia?
I
We're
wanna say we
in
might
one
be
of
in New
we're playing
Zealand.
all of our first round matches in one of the two countries, and I can't remember. But because it's a joint hosted, but it's 9:00 there. I mean, it's 9:00 here because of the time difference. They're kicking off. It's like a 12-hour difference or something. So it's like morning games that are being kicked off here at night.
Yeah, I'll say it's got to be almost 12 because I know Singapore is like exactly 12-hour difference from